Hey guys, Break here, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 3 investments for the upcoming months. So stuff that you should be buying today or in the next week, say, and it's going to net you a nice bit of profit in the coming weeks and the coming months. Whilst 2 of these items are based on the upcoming raid coming out and the price changes there, the first one is quite simply going to be the Naxi pet. So as you can see here, we're using the Undermined Journal, which provides some really nice region averages, realm averages across time, some nice little graphs for those of you interested in that kind of thing. And as you can see, the price was pretty big and has stabilized recently at around 70k. You know, it actually was a bit more expensive yesterday because now the event's ended, people started buying it up, so the price has gone up again. But if you can get your hands on this for around 70k, I think if you wait a few months, then the price will probably have doubled. I mean, especially if you wait, say, until, say, the new expansion comes out in September. If you can wait until then and sell it then, you're going to be making some huge profits. Even the start of October. I'm pretty certain the expansion will be out around then, in my opinion. And if you can wait that long with the amount of people coming back to the game, you're going to be making a nice little bit of gold. But even if you don't want to wait till then, we generally have a bit of a content drought in the summer months as we prepare for the new expansion. People do come back then for the pre-expansion event, and a lot of those people still won't have been playing in the this Hallow's End, so they wouldn't have had a chance to get the pet. And generally, when there's a content drought, when there's not a lot of people playing and there's not a lot of things to do, the people like to do the kind of extra things. I call them the cosmetic things, such as farming transmog, such as making gold, such as collecting mounts and pets. And I would say that in those summer months, there's going to be a lot of demand for this kind of thing. And the Naxi pet, it's only been out once. Not that many people got it, and it should be making a nice bit of profit on the side. Now, my predictions for the next 2 items are based on prices when raids came out in the past. So the 2 main sort of raid tiers, I know there weren't all tiers, but the 2 main raids that have come out this expansion have been the Nighthold, which came out January 17th, and the Tomb of Sargeras, which came out June 20th. So looking at this graph here for the Undermined Journal and the region average, it's best to look at region average for these because your realm might have had anomalies, especially if you're on a lower pop server. And look at the price for Chaos Crystals. Chaos Crystals are really important for the new raid because they used to make enchants, and you're getting a lot more gear, which is going to need to be enchanted. Also, the gear is usually worth more, as in worth more to your character. You're not going to want to just vendor it, and you're not going to want to disenchant it. So there could be less Chaos Crystals in circulation and more needed, so less supply, more demand. What's going to happen? Well, you can see what's going to happen. When the Nighthold came out around January 17th, the price shot up, basically increased 50%. And exactly the same thing happened, even more of an extent, when Tomb came out. The price was around 80 to 90 gold, and then it shot up to over 200, so over doubled when the Tomb came out. And then it kept on increasing. Now, an interesting thing on some servers, as you can look at the average price for the server, the price hasn't actually gone down all the way yet. It's not at the levels it was here. On my realm, it kind of is. Like, my realm has gone down a lot. But potentially because there's less people playing, so there's less supply, the price hasn't quite gone down. But I can see these prices jumping. Region average could jump to 300 gold pretty easily, so that's, again, it's a 50% rise. Could double. Again, it depends on your server, but I can see Chaos Crystals being an awesome investment. The thing about the other enchanting mats, such as Leylight Shards and Arcanar, they're made from disenchanting items, like you can farm cloth, make tailoring bracers and disenchant them. So the supply is kind of always going to be there for those items, but for the Chaos Crystals, you have to really disenchant raid and dungeon gear, and that's a lot harder to get, hence why the price is high. Like I say, there's going to be less disenchanting in the new raid. There's going to be so much more demand for enchants, and I can see the price of Chaos Crystals rising by quite a lot, so I'd definitely start investing if you can. The last item is Fellwort. Now, if you go down, daily summary, again, okay, we go down here, January 17, what happened? Nothing really, not much happened at all. The quantity actually rose pretty dramatically. I'm not certain why, there could have been some changes that I just can't remember, but not much happened with this raid. However, we go over to June and the Tomb of Sargeras, which remember is the new tier, which means there's a lot more glyphs coming out. It's really competitive. A lot of people are wanting to buy the Tome of Tranquil Mind, the talent changes, all that good stuff which Fellwort is used for. And look, the price basically shot up pretty much overnight when the raid hit, from 130 gold to 260. So basically the second the raid hit, the price doubled, and it stayed like that for ages. And right now it's going down again, it's going down again, and it's almost at the levels it was before. So if you can get a good price for Fellwort, I would be very surprised if it doesn't rise pretty dramatically with the new raid. Just for a bit of background, Fellwort can be mass milled. Generally, I think 5 Fellwort gets you around 10 sallow pigments. So you get about double the sallow pigments of whatever Fellwort you buy. And sallow pigments are the main ingredient for some glyphs and for the Tome of Tranquil Mind and Codex of the Tranquil Mind, both of which are those talent changes that you use to change talents in a raid. Let your whole raid change talents, all that good stuff. They are also the ingredient for the Vantus runes, which will of course be coming out. A lot of people progress raiding, they use Vantus runes on the bosses they find tricky, and like I say, Fellwort is what you use to create the Vantus runes. So I'm thinking the price is going to go up. Will it double like this? Don't know, but I definitely think it'll go up more than it did with the Nighthold raid. I just think there's going to be a lot more demand, and we should see a nice return on investment if you do take that chance. Finally, we've got ourselves a bonus item, bonus bit of break for you guys. Now, Doris Silk. Why am I talking about this? Recently there was a hotfix to the Suramar loyalists, I believe. Now, these are the guys that the multi-boxers kill to try and get Doris Silk and the BOEs. It's been by far the most profitable way to farm as a multi-boxer this expansion. You guys might have heard of the Suramar farm. Whispers of this crazy farm that's netting so many people so many millions of gold. Well, unsurprisingly, it's been nerfed. We're not certain at the moment whether it's a bug or whether it is like a legit nerf and they meant to do it. I would say they meant to do it. Can't see it being a bug. Either way, this means the supply of Doris Silk is going to be going down quite a lot. People were getting so much of this stuff and too much to sell, so they were actually making the bracers and disenchanting for Arcanine and Leylight Shards, whatever. So what will this mean? I think Leylight Shards price will probably go up, and of course Doris Silk price is going to go up. By how much, I'm not really sure. This is why this is a kind of bonus item, because this one's a bit of a risk. It completely depends on whether the Suramar hotfix is a bug or not, and it completely depends on what's going to happen. But what I will say is, with the Christmas holidays coming up, coming up in 6 weeks or so, there are more people playing and more time to play, which means leveling ults. Christmas holidays is actually a great time for leveling ults because the price of Elixir Rapid Mines goes down, because it's the only time you can farm up those XP potions, and with the price of those going down, people will see it as a great time to start leveling characters. And when you level characters, you get them to max level. A lot of people buy the gear, the mage gear you make with tailoring, which requires Doris Silk. So again, that could mean even more demand for Doris Silk and less supply, and if that is the case, basic economics, the price is going to rise. I mean, just looking at the raid's influence on Doris Silk, it does seem to go up a bit. You know, it went up almost 50% the month after the Nighthold released, and it did go up a tiny bit, about 20% the month after the Tomb released. So raid does seem to have a bit of an impact on this as well, but this is mostly for the Suramar farm. If you can buy this in bulk from some people, for the moment there'll be a lot of the Suramar farmers with a lot of supply left, but when the supply starts to dwindle, the price will start to rise, and if you've been stocking up, you'll be able to profit from this. Like I say, by price rise, it's like a rise in 1 or 2 gold, but if you've got so many thousands of stacks, and you know, each stack of 200 is rising by like 2 gold, that's 500 gold a stack, and if you've got 1,000 stacks, then you know you're going to be laughing. You're going to make a nice bit of gold. So unless you're willing to invest big, this probably isn't worth it, but it is a cool little development that we've seen, and like I say, I could be completely wrong. They might have even hotfixed it by now. Check on Wowhead, MMA Champion, follow people on Twitter. They're discussing it on the WoW Economy Discord and subreddit. I think it's a deliberate change, but like I say, I could be completely wrong. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys. I hope you found this useful. I hope you're going to be investing your gold. Please don't just hoard your gold like a hoarder. That's not healthy. Don't do that. You're not going to make any gold doing that. You always want to be investing it in something. And this is a great few ideas to hopefully get you started in the investment business. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, see ya.